Okay, boys, Coach Targia here. In this video, I'm going to be explaining the importance of shielding the ball and keeping possession of the ball and keeping your body between the ball and your opponent. Because if you can't do that, you're going to be losing possession quite often. Okay, so this is something that we're going to be working on in practice, and hopefully it carries over into the game. So I'm going to be showing you this video. It's a 5-minute long video. I'm going to be encouraging you to watch it multiple times. I'll be watching it along with you. I may pause and chime in once in a while, but for the most part, this is an excellent video. It really showcases the importance of keeping your body position, okay? Your knees bent, low center of gravity. It also teaches you what is allowed as far as the rules and what is not. Okay, and what might be called as a foul. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to play this video and watch it right along with you.
All right, guys, today we've got a part of the game that you cannot miss. Being able to keep the ball at your feet under pressure is very important. Today, we got how to shield. Let's go. Shielding is obviously one of the most important things that you can do in a game, and you have to have this down. It's not something that you're going to be able to do as a striker, especially. If you're a striker and you stand straight up, we showed this in the turn video, if you stand straight up like this, you're trying to keep somebody, be Millie, everyone. So if I'm a striker and I'm standing up like this, he can obviously get the ball. I can't protect, it's too easy for him. You have to create some distance, and we showed some of this in the Pogba video. So guys, check out the Play Like Pogba video because he's a guy that does excellent at shielding. First things first, you want to keep the ball as far away from him as possible. Next, my arm has to be here. This is not a foul. It becomes a foul if I start grabbing his shirt like this and yanking him down, all like that. The ball is here, I receive the pass, I set up like this. I should be leaning in, he can't get to the ball. If he does reach it anyway, it's a foul. Now the next part is we don't just want to stand here and make a battle out of this. All right, the most technical players learn that they can do this stuff too. So as he tries to come around this way, I go like this. If he came around and we're shielding like this and he comes around the other side, I can switch feet. That's it. This is an easy thing to train, all right, in practice.
So this is something that is not, done over a long period of time. You're basically buying yourself a few seconds in order to either find your pass. Maybe a player is going to open themselves up in between so you can have a split pass through two different opponents, or maybe they're opening up their angle to give you a clear passing lane, but you need to find your pass. And this is just a method of maintaining possession to buy yourself enough time to find that pass.
This, you should be doing it. Boom, if that's a foul. All those things are fouls, all right? So now we've gotten the breakdown. You get to the ball, you extend it out as far as you can, you lean in as much as you can. Now you can spin if he's done like that. If he's too tight on you and he's overreaching, so if he overreaches this way, you know this is on, right? That's one. Two, you also have a bunch of things available to you. So he's standing like this, as he's trying to get around me or to the ball, I can try and do things like this. Maybe nutmeg him, all right? Anything like that. I can also even go like this, fake that way. Now I'm facing him. Once I faced him, now the game is completely different, okay? And the next thing I want you guys to know is that if the ball's in the air, if it's in the air, or if it's coming in, or if a pass is coming in like this, I can start to shield like this before it's in. Stick your arm out, stick your butt back.
That is a very important piece right there, because at this level, the modified level, a lot of possession is lost on those in the air 50-50 balls. Okay, it's either players don't have the skill to trap the ball, or they are afraid of the ball, or they don't have good body position with their opponent and allow their opponent to run through the ball and take it from them. So if we can master getting our body in position with the opponent before the ball even gets to us, it's going to give you a huge one-up on your opponent, okay? And therefore maintaining possession, all right?
Plant well into them, and then start your feint and turn, all right? But the first things first, you have to maintain this. and it's not a foul. These guys are going to come in hard. The harder they come, the easier it is for him. As he pushes me harder, he makes it easy for me to decide what I want to do. Okay? That's shielding. All right, so some points for you to remember, obviously, are that by doing this and by shielding on him like this isn't just to protect the ball, it's also to give you information. You got this to worry about. And because you have this to worry about, now that I feel him, I know where he's at. And because I know where he's at, that dictates where I keep the ball. All right? He moves there, I move there. All of that makes perfect sense. Also, you use him as balance. All right? Because that means if I want to spin off, if I see space over here, as I do that, I push off. You're not going to get called for a foul like this. It's just not going to happen. Okay? The defender might cry about it, but they're like goalies. Okay? Just let them cry. It's fine.
Just don't be grabbing the jersey with a handful of jersey. The ref will definitely call that as a foul. Okay? So if you have to, open palm. Okay? Open palm, not a closed fist. Because if you have a closed fist, and especially if you have any of his jersey on there, it's going to be called every time. Okay? So just bend your knees, get low center of gravity, good body position. Make it hard. Make it hard for the opponent, okay? It's exactly what this is doing. It's buying you time so that you can find your pass or make your move, make it a turn or whatever it is you're trying to do.
Fine. Nothing, okay? So the defender can't do anything about it. This is a foul. Don't try and do this, but you can maybe get away. Let's be real. You can maybe get away with one of these in there like that. And he can get away with that. And that's just part of the game. So you might be able to do that. If you want, grab a shirt a little bit, but then let it go and do that. It's part of the game. Grow up for all you guys in the comment section. They're like, I'm so fair. I'm so fair.
Yeah, so some of that stuff's going to be allowed, but most of the time, especially at the modified level where they're really trying to instill the rules of the game, okay, by the time you get to varsity, they're going to expect you just to know the rules of the game, but they may not call as much at that level because they will have known that they've already instilled those rules in you at a lower level. So by the time you get there, some of that stuff's allowed to go. A good example of that is like throw-ins in professional soccer. I see illegal throw-ins all the time in professional soccer, but they don't call it. Okay, but at your level, for sure, if your feet aren't on the ground when you're throwing the ball in, it's going to be called because they want to make sure that at some point they've taught you the proper way to play the game. And this is what this is all about. So I wouldn't recommend the hand grabbing. That'll definitely be called. Okay, let me just jump here. All right.
So when you're shielding, what do you do when you're shielding someone and someone starts grabbing your hand like this?
Okay. All right. Yeah. So if that happens, obviously, and someone is grabbing my hand like this, first of all, I'm gonna scream like crazy. But next, I can still do this. As I try to break away, if he holds on to me, it's a foul. Game over. So
really spin off. That's
spin.
Funny. Spin off. They
Spin.
grab your arm, try to spin because then it's gonna expose the hand reaching
If
out.
they don't let go, yeah.
They gotta let go.
Gotta let go.
That's only can only be done if you're up close.
If you're up close like that. Once we're here, it's a foul.
So don't let them hold on. Don't stay in it. Once
No.
you're held, move out.
Move. Try to get out of it. It's gonna expose the foul.
Make it
You'll be perfectly
purposeful.
fine, guys. That's shielding.
Okay, so basically we're going to be working on the shielding in practice a lot. I expect you to do it in the drills. I expect you to carry that over into the possession that we do in practice and pregame. And then, the ultimate goal is to carry that over into the game. Okay, and therefore keeping possession of the ball in the game. All right, guys. Till next time, see you later.